Welcome, everyone. If you are new around here, I'm Janine Marino. I am a world schooling mama, multi-passionate, kingdom-driven entrepreneur, and I am super excited because recently we have just found this absolutely incredible opportunity, and I also get to partner up again with my best friend Natalie, and so I just feel like this is such a God thing because we worked together in Girl Power Alliance or Kingdom Alliance, and it just was such a blessing. And I just love her so much. And we were so sad to not be working together. And so we had been praying about it, and then this popped up, and it just made so much sense. And I don't know about you guys, I get approached all the time about travel businesses because we travel full time. And most of the time they don't make sense. When it comes down to it, it's usually either it's a white labeled or the comp plan's not great or it doesn't make sense for average families, like it's not affordable, or you have to be a travel agent. And I don't have time to be a travel agent. And so when I saw this, and also I had the opportunity to partner back up with Natalie again, I just felt a full yes. It just made so much sense. I could not unsee it. And even praying about it and just I'm not going anywhere with Make Wellness. I was like, okay, what does this mean? Because I really swore I would never partner things together again, but it just makes so much sense to do both of them because it's important for people to really have their health and optimize that, but also to be able to have this travel business where you can also travel for less, but also create an income by doing it is just made so much sense to me. So I wanted to bring Natalie on here today to share a little bit of her why, of why she decided to partner with this company as well, because I know that she's been in the online space for a long time. She is a mama and just stopped teaching, and so she is just amazing to work with. So Natalie, kind of share a little bit of your heart of why you decided to partner with this.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm super excited too that we are partnering together. I feel like, yeah, like you said, it came full circle because you guys know when you meet your person, you're like want to do anything you can together. And so I just really love that. Yeah, God had us like realign in this way. And for those that know me, so I do love to travel. I have a passion for travel. So it made sense for me too. But it was funny because I was actually kind of against doing anything in travel before, even though I'd looked at vacation clubs and like different things. But I thought, oh, you can't really like build a business because yeah, didn't want to be a travel agent. Nothing against that. I just thought I don't want to book everybody else's travel. I'd rather book my own. But then also from a business standpoint, there was just a lot of transitions happening in my life and in business. And so I was really just praying like, what was that going to look like? And my husband and I, who like I have been able to use business to help bring him home several years ago, and really use that to like fund the things that he's doing within the film community. And then I quit teaching and wanted to be home with my 1 year old and just have that like be present and be able to build still like a really amazing income and do that from home. And that like my whole vision has always been building legacy through faith, family, and finances. And so funny part about the financial part is like that we were just had a lot of unexpected things happen financially and with business and different things. And so I honestly too, I was like searching and open for, okay, what should we do here? Because it was kind of the option of like, well, I could invest into something or I could go get a job or I could go back and I could sub to help just like make ends meet a little bit better. And I thought, man, I did not work 10 plus years to like be at this point. But some of you might relate to my story and be like, yeah, just things happen and you are just like, okay. But I just kept telling the Lord, like, Lord, I trust you. I know my times are in your hands. And so, like, what is your plan for me? And what was interesting is over the last 3 months, I have been seeing friends of mine sharing about this travel company. And I at first kind of ignored it, kind of shrugged it off a little bit, and then I just couldn't like ignore it any longer because I was seeing what they were doing and how fast it was growing and how a lot of my connections were joining and they were all having fun, all experiencing success. And then I decided I was like, I have to look into this more. And the like Janine said, it was like once you see it, I couldn't unsee it. I was like, oh man, it like kept me up for days, like thinking about it and just praying over it. And I spent a lot of time asking questions. And so I can kind of go into, if you want, Janine, or if I didn't know if you had other set, things you wanted to pop in and say before I could like share what I saw that really made a difference for me in my 11 years of like doing business online and mentoring women, that I was like, I really was so convicted that this was like the thing.
Yeah, definitely. Go into it.
Okay, so a couple of things. Being in business that I always felt like was a struggle, and as a leader was like I wanted to see, first of all, it was always important to me that I could help my people come in, get their investment back, get into profit mode, and be able to residually, if nothing else, get their product free. I think that was instilled in me even in my first company that I was with for 7 years. Like that was a big deal. It was like, get your products for free. And like, and it just makes sense because people are going to stay if they're not going to have to pay. And you want to have the, and then value, right? The value of the product, what's there, would people use it even if they weren't getting paid?
Mhm.
And so that always makes a big difference to me. And then I look at leadership and look at systems in place and what is already there. Because also the season I realized like I didn't want to, this sounds bad. Like I want to lead. I know I'm called to lead and I know I am equipped to lead very well, but I realized like I didn't want to be the face anymore. I've done the thing, for years, really, I've been the go-to person to create the systems, lead all the trainings, be on all the calls. And I really wanted to create just a business where I could truly make a great income for my family. I could serve the women and the team that was coming in with me and then be there for my son and not have to feel like I'm stretched thin in all these other directions, right? Everybody goes through seasons. Before I had Elias, I had the capacity to do everything else. So in that, I kind of looked for all these boxes to be checked. And so first of all, the leadership is there. Kingdom minded mentorship and leadership was huge for me. And seeing just the phenomenal leaders that we have, everything's plug and play, like leverage is there. And so I knew I could trust everything that I was getting access to be able to share with my team and duplicate. And I'm literally leaving for Europe today for like 10 days. And so that was something too, is like, well, I can easily keep building my business and plug people in, and I know they're going to be taken care of. So that's key. Then I saw from a business standpoint also is that in this compensation plan, there are 9 ways to get paid. And I have never seen a comp plan like that is as generous as it is. And again, it's kind of checking all the boxes because how many of you have probably heard about daily pay? And you're like, man, I would love daily pay. Now, I was with a company before for a hot minute that I was kind of like, do I want to do this because I was using the products? And they did have actually daily pay in there, but then the daily pay wasn't great. It was like sometimes depending on the product you'd sell, you might have got like one time a check was like $1.32. And I was like, and I felt like I spent like 2 hours helping this person get their product. I was like, this is not worth my time. So you got to make sure that it makes sense, right? And then there's the daily pay you've probably seen where it's like, okay, you're kind of getting this like higher ticket affiliate commission. So what if you could bring kind of together both worlds where you're not only making a good commission, but you're also, it's something that continues. Like it's not just one time. Because I've done affiliate marketing, I've done high ticket. Like I think all of that is great and it has its place, but also you are constantly having to pour out and sell, and like there's not really an end in sight. And so building something that can be residual and passive, that was huge for me. So this has 9 different ways to get paid: daily, weekly, monthly.
Mhm.
And it has a hybrid model, which if you want to know what that means, like I'm not going to go into all the details here, like send us a message, we'll explain it because some of you will want to know like, okay, what is exactly, but there's a hybrid model so that you are also getting paid. That's where the residuals kick in, and also where some of the passive comes in on our dual, because you're not only getting to be supported and earn based off your efforts, but also if you come in with Janine and me, like our efforts and your team's efforts. And so I really love the true collaboration, and that's what helps people to really be able to grow. The other thing that really was huge to me, because how many of us, if you've been in the online space, you've also been seeing companies shut down, right? Right and left, things are happening. And so you have to be mindful of who you're partnering with and the stability of the company. And then there's launches, right? And launches can be really exciting because timing makes a difference in a
Mhm.
company too. Regardless, I came in a company when I was 3 years old, and I was there to really see it hit huge momentum. And that was really fun, really exciting. And it definitely helped my paycheck because I was one of the first people that people were hearing about it from.
Yeah.
And so that matters. But sometimes with a straight launch, there's all the things that come with that because you're still tweaking things, you're still figuring it out, all the stuff. And it's, you're having to like really build that momentum. So here we have the best of both worlds. This is a 12-year-old company and it's debt free. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's stability. It's made it through COVID. They know what they're doing. They have a strong mission and vision, and they're launching North America and Australia.
Right.
So you're getting stability, leverage, sustainability with the ability to have that kind of sense of urgency and that scalability and the timing of coming into a company that's launching in like one of the biggest markets in our world, right? That people are wanting to get involved in something. And here's the thing within the travel industry, people either ever ask anybody, when I ask people, like, what are your dreams or goals? Or if you could do anything, like, what would you do? Well, I want to travel with my family.
Yeah.
Everybody is wanting to travel with their family. And they either A, don't do it because they don't have the time, or they struggle to afford it. So now we've created a way for people to actually afford the travel, save on their travel, and be able to get paid so that they can create more time for their families to go on trips, whether it's one time a year, 3 times a year, multiple, or you do it full time like Janine. So helping you create more moments and memories with your family, that was huge for me because at the end of the day, what do you talk about around the dinner table or in the car, or what do you see pop up on your phone every day? You see pictures of your trips. You see pictures of going to the zoo or doing fun things with your family, right? So that's what matters. Those are the things you still talk about. I still talk about a trip going to Scotland with my husband. Like we went 3 years ago. We still talk about it. And so that is why, like, I just see the value. And here's the thing, they're practically paying you to travel because every month we get loyalty points. So, which is dollar for dollar. So they're giving you above and beyond what you are even your monthly membership in order to travel. So you're already can be guaranteed a free trip anyway that year. So it's going to pay for itself. And then if you come in and actually and refer 3 people, you get it paid for. And then you have the opportunity to really earn above and beyond. I saw my friend Christy earn 25,000 in 3 weeks, and I was just like, what? So you guys, this is seriously one of the best things that I've seen. I love the integrity. I love the people. I love the product. I love just the potential and what it can be and do for people. And I've been talking to other leaders who are just also blown away. So it's been really fun so far. And we're just getting started.
Oh gosh, it's so good. So many good things. And one of the other things that I love too is just how simple the duplication is and how the system is set up to really like help the average person get and see success very, very easily. I'm blown away by that. It's not something I've seen work this easily before. And then the other thing is just the simplicity of a digital product. And it's just, you're not dealing with products and stuff. Not that I don't love my products, I love my peptides, but I just think that it's such a no-brainer. And so awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and chatting a little bit. If you guys want more information, drop travel below. We would love to chat with you and just kind of share all of the details, and you can ask questions and all of that and just come into just this amazing community and let's do it. It's so much fun. It is like the funnest thing I've done in so long. It's like given me joy again in my business, in both of them, really. I'm just like fired up. So awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day, and we will see you all later.